Thank you for watching Darker Things, the series that brings you deep dives into history's most disturbing events, personalities, true crime, conspiracy theories.
Hello, and welcome to Darker Things, the very first Christmas edition. Did you think we would miss the opportunity to get out on the Christmas spirit? Ha! You thought wrong. As a matter of fact, we were just... What's that? A child screaming? What on earth is happening? Oh, Krampus. Krampus, you might ask? Who's that? We thought you'd never ask. Check out this tale of the Krampus. Let us journey together into the heart of darkness, a realm where nightmares take shape, and the Yuletide season harbors a monstrous figure. Delve, if you dare, into a world where shadows come alive, where the joy of Christmas intertwines with the sinister thread of fear. Against the backdrop of twinkling lights and joyous carols, there lurks a rewarding figure that is the harrowing embodiment of holiday horror. Envision a creature of nightmarish proportions, draped in a cloak as dark as the night itself. The silhouette is a grotesque chimera of man and beast, a haunting fusion that sends shivers down the spine. Imagine, if you will, the gnarled horns of a goat mounted on its terrifying head, a savage testament to its bestial origin. The entity boasts a robust muscular body, a stark contrast to its somewhat human appearance, adding another layer of terror to its already daunting exterior. But perhaps the most unnerving feature is its tongue, disturbingly elongated and split at the end, a sight that is sure to induce revulsion. This horrifying figure gets its narrative and its beginning in the frigid clutches of Central European folklore, the very place where the legend of Krampus was born. His ominous name, a spine-tingling reflection, the German word Krampen, which means claw, paints a terrifying portrait of this demonic anti-Santa. In a world where the kind-hearted St. Nicholas gifts on children who have been good throughout the year, Krampus serves as his formidable counterpart. He embodies the grim shadow of punishment, a chilling reminder for those who have strayed from the path of righteousness. He is a symbol of retribution, a cautionary figure designed to instill the fear of consequences in those who dare to defy the rules of goodness. While the benevolent St. Nicholas showers gifts upon well-behaved children, Krampus, his menacing alter ego, meters out punishment to those who have strayed from the path of goodness. As we delve deeper into the annals of Krampus's origins, we find ourselves transported back to the pre-Christian Alpine traditions. The journey back in time takes us to a world steeped in old world customs and beliefs. A world quite different from ours. Picture, if you will, a landscape dominated by rugged mountains, vast snow-covered fields, ancient forests, a landscape that resonates with the harshness and purity of nature unrestrained. During this time, the winter solstice was not just a holiday or a season, it was a significant event. This was a time of deep spiritual significance, of transition. The longest night of the year, it was a period fraught with fear and superstition, a time when the veil between the earthly and the metaphysical realms was thought to be at its thinnest. The boundary was believed to be so delicate, so permeable, that it could scarcely contain the wild, untamed spirits that roamed the land. In those days, the Alpine people lived in harmony with nature, and their law was rich with tales of strange and mystical creatures, some benevolent and some malevolent. The none were quite as feared or as revered as Krampus. This horned half-goat, half-demon figure was a being of ancient and terrifying power. He was believed to punish the wicked and reward the virtuous, a terrifying arbiter of morality and a symbol of the inherent duality of nature itself. Krampus was an integral part of the spine-chilling winter lore, a creature woven into the very fabric of the community's beliefs, an embodiment of the winter solstice's inherent dread and mystery. The specter of Krampus was a stark reminder of the darkness that loomed ominously on the periphery of the radiant light of the holiday season, a darkness that was ever present, always waiting to encroach upon the world, the warmth and joy of the festive period, and a stark reminder of the balance that must be maintained between light and darkness, between joy and fear, a stark reminder of the darkness that the radiant light of the holiday season was striving to keep at bay. As the wheel of time turned, the figure of Krampus underwent a metamorphosis, evolving and intertwining with Christian customs. This menacing creature, shrouded in folklore, had origins deeply rooted in the pre-Christian Alpine traditions. However, as Christianity spread throughout Europe, the legend of Krampus began to intertwine with the burgeoning faith. Over time, the beastly figure was intricately woven into the fabric of Christian traditions, creating a strange and eerie blend of the old and new. As each century passed, Krampus continued to evolve, each change a testament to the ebbs and flows of societal beliefs and values. He was seen as a symbol of discipline and punishment, a vivid contrast to the benevolence of St. Nicholas. As the 17th century dawned, the legend of Krampus had become so deeply ingrained in society that he was considered an inextricable part of the Christmas tradition of the region. The eve of St. Nicholas Day, the 5th of December, took on a whole new identity. This day was no longer just a prelude to the feast of St. Nicholas, but rather, it was given a distinct chilling aura. Now it became known as Krampus Nacht, or Krampus Night, adding a darker shade to the festive period. The whispers of Krampus' nocturnal ventures grew louder at night. It was rumored that darkness felt. Krampus would make his way through the snow-covered streets hunting for misbehaving children. His purpose was not just to scare, but to serve as a reminder of the consequences of disobedience. As families retreated into the safety of their homes, the silence of the night would be broken by an ominous sound of clinking chains. This was the signal of his arrival, a chilling sound that echoed through the narrow cobbled streets and snow-laden rooftops, striking terror into the hearts of the wayward. The eerie sound of the bells added another layer to the haunting symphony of the night. The jingling bells were a symbolic reminder of Krampus's presence and the impending punishment. The fear they instilled was not just of Krampus himself, but of the consequences of their actions. His ominous arrival was heralded by the clanging of chains and the eerie jingle bells. A round of jingle bells, anyone? Sounds that struck terror in the hearts of the disobedient. Certainly were these chains and jingle bells. Fast forward to our era, the 21st century, and you will find that Krampus has carved a niche for himself in popular culture. In recent years, his terrifying visage has been brought to life in an array of media, from books and graphic novels to films and television shows. His image, once confined to local folklore, has evolved and spread across the borders, transforming into a global emblem of holiday horror. It's a curious phenomenon how his sinister creature, once associated with a quaint Alpine tradition, has found himself in the limelight of contemporary media. Take, for instance, the movie Krampus, which hit the silver screens in 2015. This blockbuster introduced this fearsome creature to a global audience, presenting a narrative that was far cry from the usual saccharine, super sweet holiday cheer. The film explored Krampus' lore in a terrifying yet intriguing manner, offering viewers a chilling alternative to a traditional holiday tale. Television hasn't been far behind in welcoming the legend of Krampus either. Popular series incorporated the lore into their scripts, characters have found themselves embroiled in their own Krampus-inspired nightmares, adding a dash of horror to the festive season. These episodes often serve as a compelling juxtaposition of the cheerful holiday spirit and darker, more serious undertones, evoking a sense of unease and thrill that only legends like Krampus can. In the realm of literature, Krampus graces the pages of innumerable stories. Authors have deftly employed Krampus' story in tells that shivers down the spine and set the imagination aflame. Children's books often serve as cautionary tales, with Krampus at their core. A warning to young readers about the repercussions of misbehavior would be the theme. Horror novels delve into the darker aspects of his mythology, painting him in hues of fear and intrigue. Graphic novels, with their striking illustrations, amplify the terror and awe associated with the legend. From the confines of local folklore to the expanse of global media, Krampus' journey has been fascinating. The nightmare's creature has made his way into the hearts and minds of people all over the world, becoming a symbol of holiday horror. The evolution of his image is a testament to the enduring power of folklore and the human fascination with the macabre. From children's books that serve as cautionary tales, warning young readers of consequences, to horror novels that delve into the darker aspects of his mythology, Krampus has firmly entrenched himself in the tapestry of modern storytelling. To encapsulate, Krampus, once a figure of the ancient winter solstice traditions, has evolved into a timeless symbol of holiday fear. A character shrouded in mystery and folklore, Krampus is a creature of the night, feared by many and understood by few. His origins are as deep and murky as the shadows he dwells in, dating back to pre-Christian Alpine traditions and Germanic paganism. His name, derived from the German word Krampen, meaning claw, offers insight into his terrifying nature. This holiday demon, often depicted as half goat and half demon, is far from the jolly figure we associate with the festive season. With his cloven hooves, monstrous horns, and long pointed tongue, Krampus is the embodiment of nightmares, the antithesis of joyous occasion of Christmas. His purpose: to punish the naughty while St. Nicholas rewards the nice. As the centuries passed, the story of Krampus traveled far beyond his Alpine homeland. His reign of terror extends from the cobblestone streets of Central Europe to the glitzy screens of Hollywood, capturing the imagination of writers, filmmakers, and artists alike. The figure of Krampus has been altered and adapted, his image used in everything from horror films to cards, despite attempts to suppress his tale throughout history, such as during the Inquisition and more recently during the 1930s and 1950s. Krampus has proved to be a resilient figure, perhaps even more so than his benevolent counterpart St. Nicholas. His story has survived and thrived, morphing and changing with each new generation. His horrifying image a stark reminder of the consequences of ill behavior. Krampus Nacht, or Krampus Night on December 5th, is a testament to his lasting influence. During this time, men dress as Krampus and roam the streets to scare the children and adults alike, keeping the legend of this frightful creature alive. His legend continues to evolve, instilling fear in the hearts of those who dare to misbehave during the holiday season. So as the festive season draws near, bear in mind that it's not just Santa who's keeping a list. This chilling tradition reminds us not only of the joy and generosity that Christmas brings, but also of the darkness that lurks in the corners of our festive celebrations. Remember the tale of Krampus, the Christmas monster, and beware, for he may be coming sooner than you think. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Darker Things. If you like what you saw today, you want to see more of the absurd, the horrifying, of the most disturbing events, personalities, true crime, and urban legends. Subscribe, hit that like button, and comment below. Until next time, I'm your host, Doug Duncan, reminding you of two things. That sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, and more importantly, once you enter the dark, you may never be the same.